Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Edward Joseph, and let's talk live. Edward Joseph, Casino Night. All right, let's talk. But today, peoples, has been such an interesting day. I am here, I am live, and I am going to talk about some things, peoples. Peoples, Edward Joseph, Casino Night. You guys come on in. You guys come on in. You guys come on in, for there's so much to talk about, peoples. You guys come on in. Peoples, I am here and I am back. And I am back after quite some time that I have been live and things, peoples. And I am back to talk about Casino Night. Casino Night. Peoples, I am back and I am here on a road trip to go back to the casino to where we were on last night. And I told you, people, we have did some big things. We have did some big things on last night. But the one thing is I didn't follow my normal routine. And see, people, that is one of the major things that you need to do. You need to follow the routine that you normally do. And because I didn't follow the routine that I normally do, well, then I had lost. And I lost big time. But I didn't lose my money. I just lost the money that I had made. And so upon playing on last night, peoples, I had won over $1,000. And in the midst of playing, peoples, and me not following my normal routine, not getting up and going and cashing up my tokens when I was supposed to, then I went from $1,000 and I had left the casino with $340, peoples. $340, peoples. And so I'm kind of like, well, it is time for me to go back and recoup the money that I never did lose because it wasn't my money. I came with a plus of $340 extra, but I want to go ahead and recoup that money that I did lose. That wasn't my money, and see if I can go ahead and at least make another 1,000 or more. But this time I am going to follow the process. I'm going to follow that of what I normally do. And that is when I get at least a couple of $100s and stuff, go and cash those tokens out and get cash money for it, because cash money is hard, peoples, to turn in once you exchanged it. Once you exchange those coins for dollar bills, $100 bills, well then peoples, it's hard to give it back. Once you cash it in, once you had that experience on the table, it's hard to give it back. And so now, peoples, what I want to do is I want to just go ahead and reclaim that I had lost. I want to reclaim that I had lost. Now, I had a few people with me and things, and people who came with me was my daughter, LaRonda. She had came and she had her friend come with me, and then I had Parshell. She came with me on last night. And so she did very well up on the slots, but she did even better on the table. And she played right next to me. So, I was normally playing two hands, but then she had went over and took over the hands that I was playing. And to my do and how to do peoples. I said, did you hear what I said? I said she learned quickly what to do and how to do peoples. And so because she played very well, everybody else played very well, and everybody on the table made a lot of money. Yes, we did. We made a lot of money, peoples. And so, this is what happens when you have people who knows how to play 21. And it's not all about just yourself, but you're looking at the other people as well. And sometimes you know that Okay, you may just have to take a sacrifice for the table to let everybody win. But see, the thing is, the other people will take a sacrifice for you as well. And so this is how we help each other out. Sometimes you have to take that sacrifice, peoples. And I know it's hard, especially when you have some money down on the table. You don't want to lose that money, but for the common good, peoples, sometimes it's necessary to take a sacrifice, peoples, so that others can come up. Well, see, peoples, when we learn how to bless others, well, then there's blessings coming our way. And see, that's the thing, peoples, you got to learn how to bless people. And you can bless people in so many different ways, people. Sometimes you can bless people with a smile. And sometimes you can bless people with a good word. But see, the thing is, peoples, if you do something that elevates and celebrates someone else, but see, there it is right there. You're being a blessing to them. And so, peoples, when you're not selfish and you go and share that of what you have to someone else who doesn't have as much as you, well, then you are just blessing that person. And when you learn how to open up your mouth and open up your manners and open up your money and open up your time and open up your talents, peoples, and you bless somebody, well, then those blessings tends to come back to you. And so learn to be a blessing to somebody, peoples, because when you do that, blessings come back. Well, see, I remember the scripture says, I am Jesus. And I'm not quoting the scriptures verbatim, peoples, but he said, I am Jesus, and I'm the one who can bless you. All you have to do is just trust and believe in Christ. He said, prove me that I will open up the windows of heaven and I will pour you out a blessing that you wouldn't have room to receive. And so, peoples, when God opens up those windows, God can bless you in magnificent ways. Okay. And so I see there's a group of kids whose car had broken down on the freeway and, they're walking away. And so I would have pulled over and gave at least one or two a ride, but it's a caravan of them. And so I'm not going to go and put myself over there just to try to get a caravan of people to somewhere. No, now if it was just one or two, then okay. But no, it's about 4 or 5 of them. And it looks like the car broke down. And so you went ahead and get AAA. You need to get some type of roadside service and stuff. So I know that they have a long trek because the car is going to sit on the highway and stuff. So somebody has to come and get it. But they're going to be walking for miles and miles and miles on end because it ain't nothing around where they are. And this is one of the bad places to have your car break down, peoples, because you are in the midst of no man's land. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so I could have been a good Samaritan. I could have turned around and I could have gave them a ride. But see, it is just too many of them to have in my car. And so, no, I can't put myself in a situation like that. Not to say that these brothers, and see, there's another car that's broken down on the highway right there. And they have a flat. They have a flat tire. Peoples, I know the feeling to be out here on the road and you have a flat tire and you don't have a spare tire and you don't have AAA or anything. I know the feeling, peoples. I know the feeling. For I had a flat tire just not too long ago and stuff, but I didn't want to call AAA to come and try to change my tire. No, what I did, people, is I had prayed to God and I said, Lord, I said, I got a flat, but let me be able to make it to where I can be able to go and get the flat changed on my tire. And I got the flat changed, peoples, and I made it. And thank God that it was early in the morning at the break of dawn, peoples, well before anybody else got up, well before the rooster starts to crow. I had caught a flat and I had made it to the place to where I can be able to get a new tire on my car. And blessed be the God that I had money to pay for a brand new tire on my car. And so now I got a brand new tire on my car, peoples. Got a brand new tire. And the other tires is in good condition, but because I got the brand new tire, I want to go ahead and get all rest of the new tires on my car. And so everything can be equal to that I have. So do you understand what I'm saying, peoples? And so that's what it is, peoples. See, because I had blessed somebody, God turned around and blessed me and allowed me to make it to the tire place to where I can get my tire changed. And the Lord had allowed me to have money in my account to where I could go and buy a brand new tire. Do you understand what I'm saying, peoples? And so with that, people, in the casinos, peoples, we had blackjack, we had Russian roulette, we had all of these other games that the people can play because it was fixed up just as if you were going to the casino. Okay, there's another car on the side of the road. People see cars is breaking down, new cars, a brand new car, peoples, right there on the side of the road. And so you have to be very careful, people. Got to be very careful. You know, make sure that you got roadside assistance to where if you break down, then you can be able to call and they'll come. And so, people, as I was saying, we had casino night at my job. We had casino night, peoples, and in that casino night, they had games like they had at the casino. And so I had stayed up on the 21 game because, see, I am good in blackjack. I'm good in blackjack, peoples. You know, I know how to play the game because I've been playing it for over 20 years, peoples, and I am very well versed in playing the game. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? See, I know how to play blackjack. And the object of blackjack is to get 21 and go and beat the dealer. And so, peoples, because I was very good at playing blackjack, I had made over $35,000 in tokens or in coins or in the little chips that they give you. Okay, and here we go, people. Somebody else right here on the side of the road, and uh, the motorcycle broke down. So again, people, I could have, somebody did stop up here. I guess somebody is under, feeling it, and said, okay, well, we can give you a ride. Well, you know, or maybe not. Maybe they're probably having some issues or something. But see, people, if you're ever going to take long trips and long trips like this and stuff, and yeah, no, he's just pulled over looking at his phone. He just pulled over. So maybe he has some issues with his car or something. I don't know. But it's very important to keep your cars in tune, people, especially if you're going to be going on long road trips and stuff. You got to have your car in tune. And you got to have a backup plan. You got to have money in your pocket. So just in case these things happens, then you can get back home. And so getting back to what I was saying, peoples, so I am well versed in blackjack. I know how to play the game. And so I made over $35,000 in blackjack coins or the tokens or, whatever and stuff. It's just like how you were playing if you were at a real casino. But we had the same type of tokens and things. But in this case, you're not winning money, but you're winning a prize. And so what I did was, peoples, I came in first place and I won a prize. And the prize I won was this little tire pump thing. And I'll show you guys, it's in the trunk of the car. But I won this little tire pump thing. And I was like, okay, I needed a tire pump. And I said, okay, so, I ordered the tire pump. And that was the prize that I had ordered, peoples. But see, the thing is, peoples, I went further with that and I went on and I had ordered this other tire pump, but it was a hydraulic tire jack. So it literally jacks up your car, and then you have a little gun to where you can take out the lug nuts off your tire and things. And so instead of manually doing it, it hydraulically does it for you. So all you got to do is just plug and play. Plug it out, it'll jack up your car. You can go ahead and take up your tire, change your tire, and then it jacks it down. And so I bought that. But then with that, it comes a air compressor as well, and it you can be able to inflate your tire as well. So with that little gadget that I had won and that I had ordered off of Amazon, I don't need it no longer because that of what I bought comes with a air compressor. So I don't need two air compressors because the tire, the car jack that I have bought is a it's a hydraulic car jack and it jacks up my car, but it has an air compressor on it. So whatever Joseph is going to do, people, is I am going to give away whatever Joseph's blessings give away, that air pump. And so I know that someone out there could use it. I mean, it's a nice little thing to have in your car, especially if you're one that has tires that consistently are get low at times and things. It automatically sets the pressure for your car. All you got to do is just look at your tire pressure and punch in the PSI, and it automatically inflates your tire to that correct pressure, peoples. And so then that way you don't have to worry about overfilling your tire or underfilling your tire. It will inflate it to the specifications that you had set it for. And it works very well, people. Yes, it does. It works very well. I didn't personally use it, but I've seen people use it. And there was a gentleman at my job who had used the same thing. That was the reason why of me buying it. Because I said, well, it may come a day to when I may have caught a little flat or I have a slow leak and I have to inflate the tire. And so instead of getting to an air pump or something that will cost you a massive amount of money, which is $1 or $2, just to get some air, well, I have a portable air inflator, tire inflator, to where I can inflate my car tire. Or if I was on a bicycle, I can inflate the bicycle tire. Or if I had a football, basketball, or whatever, anything that you inflate, even a raft or a bed or whatever the case may be, that takes air, I can be able to inflate that as well with that little gadget that is a air pump. But I don't need it, peoples, because like I said, I got a hydraulic car jack, and I'm gonna show you guys what it is. And it's a beautiful thing. And I recommend everybody getting one of those, peoples. I recommend everybody getting one of those because you just never know. And sometimes, you have to get in there and you trying to crank up the car, and now you got to exhaust a lot of energy to crank up the car and things, and it's just not going to bode well for you. So, you know, you get that electronic hydraulic jack and pump up your car, change your tire, and then be done with. And then, put it back in its little case and things. And, so I've been getting a lot of those little gadgets and things, and it has just been absolutely wonderful. And so, it's a lot of little things that I have ordered from Amazon. I got the blinking light. So like if you're outside and your car break down or something, then you have the little triangle like flashing lights so you can put down. So if you're ever in an area or something, you can't move your car, then you can put that out there and the people can see that, okay, so you're in distress and things. So it's little emergency little gadgets and stuff that you can get and stuff from Amazon, which I employ everybody to get because you just never know people's, never know. And so that's what it is, peoples. And so Edward Joseph, Let's Talk Live, Edward Joseph Blessings Giveaway. Well, I am still waiting for the young lady to get back with me because I am going to bless her with a stainless steel titanium pan, cooking pan. And it's true nonstick, peoples. And it's stainless steel, but it's titanium. And it's a professional pan, peoples. You know, it's a professional pan. And so I'm waiting for the young lady to get back with me so I can bless her with that, peoples. You know, like I say, God is blessing me with $250,000 in the car accident. And so I'm just going to be here just to bless a couple of people. And so hopefully by the end of this month, peoples, I will go ahead and purchase my new car. And this car that I am driving in now, I am going to give it to my daughter so she can be able to go ahead and. Oh, y'all, hold on for a second. Let me see. Okay, it ain't nothing but some motorcycle people. I thought it was the motorcycle police coming down, but you never know. You got to all the time be careful, people. So I don't know why it's so much traffic. It must be an accident up here or something. So on my other phone. I'm going to call up Waze to see exactly what's going on. See if it's a traffic. I mean, see if it's an accident around here or something. Because it's something that's going on. But like I said, people. So I'm going to fix this car up, and I'm going to give her this car, and then I'm going to have me a brand new car, and I'm getting a 4K webcam, a dash cam, and then I'm gonna hook my phone to it, and then I'm gonna go live, and then you guys will have a frontal view of wherever we drive. So we're going to be driving down to Texas for our Phelan reunion. So I can't wait for that and stuff. I've already got my time in and things and stuff. Already purchased everything and whatnot, and so we're good to go for that. We are good to go for that. And then come the whole week of the 4th of July week, our job is off and we are taking a full, complete week and we're driving all the state of California from one end to the other. And wherever we are, people, that's what we're going to be. But we're just going to be on the road and we're just going to be driving. And, we're going to check out all of the sites and things and stuff. And so, I'm going to have some things prepared and things to where we can kind of like look for and things. But one of the things that we're going to do first and foremost, we're going to make a pit stop to Six Flags, Six Flags, Magic Mountain, and then we're going to make a pit stop at Universal Studios. And so we're going to take 2 days. We're going to be there one day for one day, and then we're going to get some rest, and we're going to get up, and then we're going to drive to the next place, and we're going to go there for the next thing. And then after that, we'll just have the rest of the days to just drive around all through California, and I'm going to show you all of the beautiful sights of California. And you guys are going to have a front row seat because, you're going to be able to see in 4K live from my new car. And you're going to have a front row seat of the scenery. So I'm buying me a 4K Ultra dash cam, and I'm gonna hook my phone up to it, and I'm gonna go live. I've already seen a couple of people do it and stuff, and It was absolutely beautiful. And so I said, well, I'm going to have the money. So we're going to just drive in my brand new car. And we're just going to draw the sights and let you see the sights of California. For all of those people who has never been to California, or ever visit California, well, now you will have an opportunity to see so and things. And so, peoples, if you guys give me a moment, let me go ahead and call up on my waves so I can see exactly what's what before us and things, see if there's an accident and whatnot. So I gotta call this up real quick. And so, like I said, people, so this is, yeah, it's an accident. And it's not that far. We almost passed it. Yeah, it's an accident. So we got a couple more miles and then we'll be past the accident. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So that's good. Yeah, man, I tell you, peoples, I tell you. And so I haven't went gambling in quite some time, peoples, but I said, well, let me just go out and try my luck and things and see if I still got it. Because I had it at my job when we had the 21 table up there. And so I played it. I won 35,000. So I said, well, if I can play with the fake tokens and win that kind of money, I can play with real money and win that kind of money. And I would have come out there with several $1,000s, but I was training my counterpart, Parshell, because, she finally got on the table and she was doing her thing. And I was teaching her how to play, as well as I was giving shots out to the other people to, encourage them to follow my suit and to play like I play and things. And everybody did so. And everybody on the table left with more money than what they came with. And like I say, I could have came out there with $1,000, but because I was trying to teach Parshell and things, I wasn't paying too much attention and whatnot. And then I didn't follow my golden rule. When you come up at least $200, get up, go, walk away from the table, get out of that zone and whatnot, whether you're winning or whether you're losing, get up and walk away and stuff, cash in those tokens, cash in those chips. So then that way, when it's all said and done, you at least have money, you know, you at least have money, and it's hard to turn over money, real actual money. It's easy to turn into chips, but it's hard to turn over real actual money. And so you don't want to do that, people. You don't want to allow the casino to go ahead and get your money. The money that you work very hard for, you don't want to give it all back up and stuff, peoples. So that's what it is. So everybody did good last night. And I'm really surprised in her. And from a $20 bet, she ranked over $500, you know, but under my lead, she came up. She came up. And that's how you do it. You know, you convert that $20 to over $500, peoples. And see, this is the mistake that the people make because everybody wants to bet big and high on every hand, and you're not going to win every hand, peoples. You're not going to win every hand. And then you got to look what's out there on the table because, see, a lot of times, the aces will come out in succession, one after another, after another, after another. Then a lot of times the high cards, like the face cards, the jacks, the kings, the queens, the tens, they will come out in succession as well. And so you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You got to you never count your money. While you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done And peoples, there it is: Sacramento 11, Auburn 44, and Reno 144 miles. Well, today, peoples, I am not going to Reno. I am going to Thunder Valley. I'm not going to Reno this time around. I said I'm going to Thunder Valley and stuff, but I will show you peoples when I go to Reno. But in just a moment, we're going to bring the phone down because we're going to be passing whatever is happening up here and stuff. And the police is up here. And that's the last thing I want to do is get a ticket and have to spend money instead of making money. And so, I don't have no tickets on my record, clean record, insurance is intact and everything and stuff, full coverage on my car, so I'm good. So I ain't got to worry about nothing. And I ain't trying to get no tickets, peoples. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see, peoples, and I don't know why they have the live to where it's just a little tiny screen like that. Usually you can do a big fat screen, but now when you go live on your phone, it brings it down to a little tiny screen, but it's still high definition, but it only brings you down to a little screen. So you won't really be getting able to get the full essence of everything and all. And then I just thought about it today, peoples. I'm going to go to Costco and I'm gonna see if they have that phone holder to where I can mount my phone up on the dashboard, and you guys will be able to see frontal view, so I don't have to hold my phone. So I can just put it up there on the dash, and then you guys can be able to see um, and have a good view, and then I can still talk. So I'm gonna see if there's a Costco up here. I know it is one, but I got to see how far it is. Oh no, it is one. Yeah, it's one on the way up. Yeah, it's on the way up. So, and what time is it? 4? Okay, so they're not gonna close till probably about 7. Today is Saturday, so I got plenty of time to make it over there and get me one of those those phone dash cam. I mean the phone holders, so it can hold my phone. So I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna purchase that, and then I'm gonna have my phone mounted upon that. So then that way, I don't have to hold my phone when I am going live like this and stuff. So then you guys have the full essence of seeing the scenery on the outside. And so, people, again, just to recap, I am on my way going back to Thunder Valley to see if I can recoup the money that I lost, but it wasn't my money. Again, like I said, I came up and I won $340 extra than what I came up with. I was up over $1,000 and I want to recoup the rest of that money, because hey, I mean, why go ahead and spend my money when I can spend theirs, right? So I want to go and I want to see if I can recoup that money in things. I'm gonna go and recoup that money, so then that way, it'll help me just have a little bit of extra change and stuff to just, do what I need to do and stuff, which is always good. It's always good to have extra change and stuff. So I ain't got to touch my money, but I just have their money to play with and stuff. And so that's what I've been doing, peoples. And so I was hoping that my son would get back with me because his birthday had came and passed, and I told him that we were going to take him to the Texas Roadhouse. And that was really the reason why I came to come to Thunder Valley to gamble a little bit, because I know the Texas Roadhouse is expensive. And I didn't want to use my money. So I said, well, let me go down there and let me win some money and let me go ahead and let him have a, wonderful birthday, which I already had the money to do it. But, like I say, I want to save my money for our trip, and that's why this is a quick, fast way of getting a little extra and things. And so, I haven't done it in some years, but I just wanted to come down and just shake a leg for a moment. And I did it and I won. And so I got that money set aside. So when we do go to the Texas Roadhouse, he can order whatever he wants, spare no expense and things, and have ourselves a wonderful time. And that's what we do. So this is our little family. This is our little family outing for me and my kids and stuff. So last time we went to the Red Lobster, and we sat down and we broke bread with each other and was talking and things. And so now his birthday is coming around. So, and I know he lives a busy schedule because, he does all of the gaming and stuff online. So he told me, contact him when we got some time. So I got some time. So if we don't go today, we'll go tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Sunday, so we'll go tomorrow. Well, and if not tomorrow, we'll get down there sometime this week, or I mean next week, because Sunday is starting a new week. But we'll get there if the Lord says the same, and we'll break bread. Thing. So I'm excited. I know he's excited. Everybody's excited, and stuff, because we got a couple of road trips planned. And then this time, if the Lord says the same, we can finally be able to go on our trip. Finally, be able to go on our trip. We planned the trip once before last year in December, but in September, I ended up getting into that car accident, which wasn't my fault, but it was a blessing in disguise because that car accident is affording me a whole lot of money that, I wouldn't have never had, and things, not at one time. Now, a period of some time in life and things, but not at one time. Oh my God, here's another car that's broken down. Boy. And all of these cars is on a flat. He's got a flat. Okay, yeah, I think I turned here. See, it's kind of confusing people's and stuff when you're driving and things and you're going around this route and stuff, because it doesn't let you know, okay, well, this is the route to go to Reno or whatever and things. But I just know, because I went this way last night, it's always the first exit. And so if you miss it, then you got to go all the way down, got to go all the way around, and that can take you up to 45 minutes, because y'all see traffic on the other side. Traffic is come to a stall. See that? Everybody's coming back from Reno or whatever, or going somewhere. See, so I pray that I don't be all in that traffic over there on my way back. But before I come back, I'm going to make sure that I have a full tank of gas and things. So just in case I get stuck in traffic coming back, then, I have a full tank of gas and, I ain't got to worry about it. And so that's another tidbit too, people. So if you're going on little road trips like this and you're going to be at least 100 miles away from home or whatever and stuff, and you're just taking a little trip somewhere, make sure that you have a full tank of gas. Don't play around. Just fill your car up, because you just never know. You may have to sit in traffic, and places like this where we're going to, Well, gas stations is not readily available, you know. So we're kind of going into the rural areas of California. So, you know, gas places and stuff, it's not readily available. So, and then make sure that you have some people that you can, call and depend upon and stuff, just in case you need some help. There'll be somebody there to help you out in things. So I got to keep my eyes glued open, peoples, because this is the area to where highway patrol be patrolling and things. And, I don't want to get no ticket, but I'm doing about 80 right now. And I'm just staying with the flow of traffic. That's all I want to do. I'm not going to go faster than all of the other cars, but just keep a steady pace because they're watching, and they will come out of nowhere, pull you over, and before you know it, you got a ticket. All right, what did I do, officer? Yeah, you're speeding. You're doing 90 in a 65 to 75 zone. Oh, I didn't know I was doing 90. I got a damn good car. Yeah. Okay, well, I can do one of two things. I can give you a warning, I can give you a ticket, or I can take you to jail. Which would you prefer? Well, to be honest with you, I prefer none. But if I had no choice, just give me a ticket. Okay, well, that's going to be a $1,500 fine. And then your insurance is going to go up. But and then you're going to get 2 points on your record, and then you can run the risk of getting your car towed. And then your car be towed. You got to try to find a way to get back home because your car is towed. So, people's keep within reason when you're on the highway. Don't be doing 90, 95 miles per hour and stuff. I know it's tempting, and I know, it's everybody else is doing it, but you don't have to do it. So you don't have to follow what everybody else does, peoples. You don't have to do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you want to stay out of jail, if you don't want to have no issues and stuff and be able to drive and go on to these little trips and things, then don't speed. Don't speed. Don't go over 20 miles for what the posted speed limit is. Because you can get arrested, your car can get towed, and that's the last thing that you want. It's tempting. And see those people who just passed me, I'm doing 80, they're doing 85 to 90. Guy in front of me, you know? So you're in a hurry to get nowhere. Do you understand what I'm saying, peoples? I said you are in a hurry to get nowhere. So don't be in a hurry to get nowhere, peoples. Do you understand what I'm saying? So just be careful and be cautious, peoples. Just be careful and be cautious. It ain't no reason to keep flying all everywhere when you don't need to. Is that all right, peoples? Well, peoples, we're just on a road trip. I got about 15 more miles to go before I make it up to the casino and things. And so what I am going to do when I get there, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like on the outside. It's a beautiful place. But this is just a road trip, people. So, I mean, I'm just showing you what I see while I'm driving and things. And so this is what it is. But I'm going to Thunder Valley, peoples. Thunder Valley. It's like thunder, Thundercats. Ho! Well, this is not Thunder Cats, peoples. This is Thunder Valley, peoples. And that's why I'm going to Thunder Valley. So we're going to try our luck and see what we can do, peoples. You know, my goal is to at least, bare minimum, at least win $1,000. Now, if I go above and beyond that, well, then that's even better. But like I said, peoples, I'm going to follow my technique that I always do, and that is cash in the tokens when I get a certain amount. And then don't bet high up on every hand. That's how you lose real quick. So you all the time want to be at least 2 to 3 hands above. So even if you lose one hand, you're still above, you know. Even if you win, even if you lose, if you lose one hand or 2 hands, you're still above. So you always want to make sure that you are at least 3 times above, because it's less likely that you're going to lose 3 times in a row. You know, that's a rarity. Although it does happen with foolish people playing and the whole table loses, but if you got some good people playing on the table, and not just keep taking cards and taking cards and taking cards, well then the dealer is less likely to bust. And with the leader bust, then everybody wins. And so you not only have to play for yourself, but you have to play for others as well. Sometimes you may have to sacrifice. And then other times, you have to stand your ground. But you got to look at what everybody else is playing. And then you make a conscious decision. Okay, well, what are the odds of me winning? Wait, you have to wait at. What is the odds of you winning? What is the odds of a small card coming out for you to make try to get close to 17? You may have 14 in your hand and the dealer has a 10. Well, what are you going to do? Are you going to hit the 14? Are you going to stay and well, I would stay on the 14, because the chances of the dealer having 10, well, you already lost. So it ain't no need to try to go ahead and bust yourself out when you still have a little bit of life. So don't go and bust yourself out when, you still have a chance. And you still have a chance to win. And so it's not a guarantee that the dealer has 2 high cards. He may can have a 13, 14, 15, 16, or may even have 17, which you have to stay. But try to get as close to as 21 as you can without going over. But if you have a small card like 13 or 14, and the dealer is showing anywhere from a 5 to a 9 or a 1 to 4, well then look what everybody else has. And look how many cards has to come out before the dealer has to take the card. And so all the time, think positive. No matter what the dealer has, just know within yourself, you're going to win this hand. Regardless, you're going to win it. You will that. I'm going to win this hand. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to throw in the towel. I'm not going to worry about it. And even if you don't lose the hand, don't go and crack up and start betting doubles and triples and quadrupling the money on the table to try to make up that for what you lost. Just call it for a loss, bet the minimum bet, and then come back again. Come back again and see, what can happen. See if you're going to be able to make the hand, And that's what it is, people. It's Reno, there it is, East Reno. Y'all see that? Reno. There it is, people. So I'm almost there. I said I'm almost there, peoples. So, I'm just cruising. I'm just staying with the flow of traffic and things and stuff. So I had to readjust a little bit. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled, staying with the flow of traffic and things. So that's what it is, peoples. You know. So we're on our way to Thunder Valley. We will go to Reno at some point and stuff, but we're on our way to Thunder Valley right now. And so now traffic is starting to slow down a little bit and get a little congested. So, like I said, I'm still staying with the flow of traffic. And the flow of traffic is going about 70, comfortable. You know, I've always wondered where these people are going. All of these people is driving, where all of these people are going. And then how are all of these people are living? I always wondered that. Okay, it says Roseville 5 miles and then Reno 122. So I got 5 miles to go. I'll be in Roseville. And then after that, it's just only 11 miles from there. And then I'll be at the casino. But we're going to take a pit stop first before we get to the casino. But we're going to go to Costco so I can get me one of those phone holders. And hopefully it's not that little suction, that little cheap suction thing, that you have to go ahead and mount to your dashboard. If it's that, then I'm not going to buy it. But if they have something different, then I am going to buy it. So we'll see what they have. I just may have to go to Best Buy or something because I know they have different things over there, and so I have to see where Best Buy is around there. But I did see Costco. So since I saw Costco, and plus this is in an affluent neighborhood, then I would go ahead and go over there. So they will have a greater selection because, I'm in a white neighborhood. Uh-oh, police reported ahead. Thank you. All right, so I'm putting it down, peoples. Got to put it down. My phone. See, thank God that I have Waves because Waves told me that the police is reported ahead. So I'm scanning to look around and see where they are. Because, like I say, that's the last thing I need is a ticket. So I don't see the police. Nope, no police. Watch out. Keep one shoulder. Okay, a car had stopped, so I'm sure the police will be over there. So we're just going to keep the phone down a little bit. I'm gonna raise it a little bit so you guys can see a little bit on the outside and stuff. But not too much where anybody can see into my car. It's people's. And one thing about this car that I'm driving now, this baby, it runs so smooth. Okay, so it says vehicle and shoulder ahead, and we don't see the vehicle. We don't see the vehicle, so I'm trying to see if there's a vehicle. Yep. There's a vehicle right there. And AAA is right there, so somebody got AAA. So that's cool. That's cool. Okay. All right, people. So Costco is going to be coming up in another 5 miles or so. So we're almost there. But like I say, I'm going to do a pit stop. I'm going to do a pit stop, and I'm going to go to Costco. I'm going to go to Costco. So we're going to see what that is like. Okay. So it's all good. It is all good, people. It's all good. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, it is up. So you're still on the road, peoples. Now I see. Oh, they got an ice skating rink over here. I would love to go ice skating. I haven't been ice skating in a minute. You know, so I'd love to go ice skating. And you know, that's really something to go ice skating, peoples, because you got to try to keep your balance on the ice. So the good thing, you know, so one of the things that ice skating is you got to find some good shoes that balances your feet. And the little ice, the little silver thing underneath, that has to be dead center and sturdy. See, so it's best to go ahead and purchase uh, your own shoes, you know, and then pack yourself up with some padding. So one for your knees, one for your back, and one for your elbows. So if you just happen to fall, then you know you're cushioned. Then make sure you wear some gloves. Well, an experienced skater wouldn't have to worry about that. Okay, I see the police. They're coming. I see them. They're coming up from behind. Yep, I see them. They're coming up. So I'm putting the phone down. Not, nope, you're not getting me. So I'm standing with the flow of traffic. Stand with the flow of traffic, peoples. You know, and he's coming up pretty fast, and all of the cars are sitting behind him and stuff. So I'm just cruising. Yep. I wonder why come my phone didn't chime up. That's amazing to me. It's supposed to chime up, but it didn't chime up. So, you know, okay. So we're almost there, peoples. We got 3/4 of a mile to go, and then we're gonna be there. 3/4 of a mile to go, peoples, and then we're gonna be there. So, you know, we're doing good. Marysville. So we're about to take this exit right here. So we're doing good, peoples. Okay, so he blew past us. So he's just cruising. Oh no, wait a minute. 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 I think I took the wrong exit, peoples. Because I'm going to Marysville, but I don't want to go to Marysville. I don't think. I think I took the wrong exit. Okay. Yeah, because I do remember we kept straight and we ran into Costco, so I'm gonna have to turn around. I think. Let me check something here, peoples. Yeah, because I don't remember this. Yep. So here, let me go and punch in Thunder Valley. Oh no, 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 no. This is right. This is right. This is right. I did right.
Let's take State Route 65 North Roseville and Sunset Boulevard Road, Industrial Avenue, 3.6 miles. Take exit 311.
Okay, so I did right. So I was supposed to take that exit. All right. So well, before we get there, and there's Costco right there. Damn, I just took the wrong exit. There's Costco right there, so I got to try to double back. So I got to go all the way down just to double back. So I took it right. So there's Amazon Fresh. There's Costco. Oh, okay. No, no, no. I'm good because this exit takes me to Costco right here. So I'm just like 3 miles from the casino, but I'm like I say, I'm going to go and I'm going to purchase one of those dashboard phone holders. So hopefully that have one that's good. So I hope it's not the suction one because I don't want that suction one. I've already had that once before, and after a while the suction thing it gets hard because
In 900 feet, use the right 2 lanes to turn right.
okay, here I'm fit to turn this off.
Turn right on Pleasant Grove Boulevard.
Okay, turn that off. All right, so we over here by Costco peoples. We're gonna damn my chocolate milk. I mean my ice cream had melted. Yeah, it melted. Look, it's just nothing but chocolate milk now. So oh well. Had me ice cream, but okay. So I'm gonna turn in here. I'm gonna turn because that'll take me to Costco right there. So I will put my phone up, but see, I'm not familiar with this area over here, so I don't know. I don't know exactly, you know, the landscape around here, but it's beautiful. So when I get out, peoples, then I'll show you guys because see, I don't know if the local cops is around or whatever, but they got a beautiful shopping center here. I want to go all the way down to Costco. So the last thing I don't want to do is get a ticket. They got a lot of nice apartment homes over here. So there is Costco down the street. Oh my God, people, it is absolutely beautiful out here. Absolutely beautiful. And I think this place will take me to Costco. So I'm gonna turn in here and see if Costco is here. Maybe I didn't go far enough, but we'll see. Oh boy, it's always the slow down white people, boy. No, I'm not racist either. So, but it's just I hate these little snooty, snotty ass people. This guy needs to move his ass and move his car. But you guys see the landscape right here, right? So it's beautiful. This is a nice little this is a nice little um shopping center thing. They got Chuck E. Cheese over there. I want to get to Costco. They got Golf Galaxy. See, this place will always thrive because there's not too much around other than the shopping centers over here and stuff. So this will sustain the people. They got Old Navy, you know, you know, and they got Joanne. But I wanted to go to Costco. Oh no, Joanne is closing, peoples. Everything must go. So Joanne is closing. I know. I'm like, oh no, Joanne is closing. Like I really know what Joanne is. They got Dick's and Staples. Okay, I know I'm getting close to Costco because I remember Costco was over here by Amazon Fresh. They got Amazon Fresh right here. So on Amazon Fresh, you can get all the good price foods and stuff for less. So you can go and shop here instead of having the food delivered to you, which is a good thing, peoples. So American Furniture, this, okay, here we go. We made it, peoples. We made it to Costco. And I know it's going to be jam-packed in here, boy. It sure is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my phone in my pocket. Put my phone in my pocket so then, I'm going to walk and stuff. But, okay. So I'm coming up in here for one specific thing, peoples, and should be a lot of parking around here. Well, Lord, let me find something close. Always a jerk ass. Thank you, Father. See, look, Lord opened up the parking thing for me. All right, peoples, here we go. Let me close up everything. Okay, let's go ahead and walk through here. And I'm not going to look around. I just want to come just to get the, I want to come and I want to get the phone thing so I can put in my dashboard. So it's always good, people, to go ahead and it's always good to be able to have a Costco membership. But I'm not going to talk people's because I know people are going to be looking at me crazy. I mean, like, what's this guy talking to? So I'm not going to do that. I'm only just going to have my phone out, play like I'm talking to somebody, put the phone up to my mouth and play like I'm talking to somebody. So that way you guys will. Thank you, my friend. All right, so this is a different Costco. As you can see, it's big. It has a whole lot of good stuff in here and things. It's really nice. All right, so it's a little different. So let me start from the beginning up here and see, because normally they have the thing posted right here. There's the monitor that I had right there. Hey, how's it going? It's expensive, man. All right, so here it is right here. So this is the only kind that they have, and I don't know. Yeah, this is the suction thing. Let's see, magnetic mount. You can put it on your dashboard, but can you flip it around? Yeah, let's see, and then create a cable. So. Oh, so it does rotate 360 degrees. Okay. So I can get this. I mean, hell, I'm here. So might as well get it. I saw that I wanted. Oh, they got a little fan blowing. This is cool. Oh, this is really nice. Look at that, y'all. This is really nice. This is really nice to have, especially when your lights is out. Then, put it on the outside for if you were ever stuck somewhere. Oh, this is a camping thing. I wonder how much this is. I would buy this because you can charge your phone on the top. You can charge your phone from behind, and it's really bright. Ah, see, that's why I got to get out of here, people, because I end up looking at a whole lot of stuff that I want to get, but that's not what I want to do right now. I'm not trying to come up in here to try to purchase a lot of stuff. You know, I just want to get in, get out, and get ahead. All right, so I came in and got what I wanted, so I'm good. It's a USB. Okay, so this is a portable charger. So yeah, that I'm kind of like, I want to go back to try to find where that thing is, because this is really nice. I would love to look how bright that is, people. Y'all see how bright that is? That is really bright. And that's the LED light. That's powerful. And I mean, shit, you can really, that got some good light to it. Yeah, it really lights up a room. Man, yeah, I would get it, but I'm here to get what I wanted to get. So I'm good. One dash event, car charger, optional base, event, dashboard. Okay. And then quickly charge phone.
Please begin scanning. 90%. Place your item in the. Please begin scanning. Thank you for shuffling.
Right?
I'm sorry. I thought he was getting you. I'm sorry about that. Have a great
Okay.
rest of your day, sir.
Thank you. All right, people. So I got what I wanted. Stuff. That's what it is right there. Car mount thing. So, and it's magnetic. So we'll see how well it works. Optional vent base thing. So that clips into the vent. That's that. Two cable magnetics. So okay. So you can tack that up on the side of your car. Things, but that's it right there. So, and then integrated. Let me say integrated conceals cable. Attaches securely to window dashboard with stick grip suction cups. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Let's see what it does, people. All right. Let's go ahead and okay. Let's roll down these windows. Ooh, it is hot, 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 hot. All right, peoples, we're almost there. I'm going to hook this thing up real quick so then that way I can be able to show you guys the scenery without holding my phone and possibly getting in trouble, getting a ticket. I thought that I had a blade in this car, but I guess I don't. Must have took it out. Okay. So let me see, people. So we are here, peoples. You know, we are here. Let me turn that off for a moment. Let me see. Do I have a blade in here? Because trying to get this plastic open and stuff is going to be kind of hard to do. So I don't have a blade. I don't have a blade down there. And I don't have a blade right there. So I'm going to get this thing open. I don't have a blade. At times from when I normally carry a blade, I don't have one. So let me see. Try to use my keys to try to pierce this thing open. Let's see. Do I have a blade back there? I don't have a blade back there either. Let me see if I can rip this thing open. Kind of hard. Yeah, man. No, that's going to be kind of, unless I can crack open this cardboard. Yeah, crack open the cardboard. Okay, that'll work. No, I don't know if this stuff is steel. No, it's not steel. Okay, it's just touching the cardboard. Okay, cool. All I need is just that little thing right there. Cool. I'll put this back. Okay, so the only thing I need is this right here. So let's see here. So I said it swivels 360 degrees, but I don't see how it does that. So let me see. Let me mount it on my. Let me mount it there. No, that's too close. Let's see. Okay, I'll do it like that. Mount it like that. Let's see. That may be a little too close, but all right, peoples. Let me see. I don't know how I'm going to do this stuff. So in order to see it out there, I got to. Let me figure out something here. Okay, people. So I'll be back. I gotta try to figure out how I'm gonna mount this phone onto this thing. So I'll be back, and then we'll be back to show you. Yeah, we'll be back to show you the live. So, peoples, I hope I had said something to encourage your hearts upon. No, maybe. Okay, I think I got it wrong. I think I'm doing it wrong. Uh-oh. Okay. So if I do it like that, okay, I see. But if this is a magnetic mount, then I can't have the plastic on. All right, peoples, you guys hold on for a moment. I'll be right back, peoples. Trying to take out this plastic thing and see if this thing. That's it. Can be monitored certified. So let me see. But my phone is not magnetic. So I don't know, people. So I don't know what in the world is. Okay, let me check this out and see here. So the phone is supposed to be magnetic mount, charge wireless magnetic phone, hands free. But other could have power profiles for iPhone 12 and later. That's what I get. I should have read the thing before I bought it because it's for iPhones, not for Androids. And iPhones, I guess they have the magnetic thing. Okay, so I just spent money up on a thing that I can't use. So, I guess this is another giveaway for somebody. Well, whoever have an iPhone that has a magnetic base, I could always, you know, um, tape a magnetic thing up on the cover. I mean, on the outside of my get a little square magnet and put it on the outside of that. So now I'm just trying to find a little plastic piece that I had for this. So it's not all lost, you know. Where's the little plastic piece that I had? So I still may keep it. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it because I can mount the little magnet on the outside, and then I can attach my phone to it. But I'm just trying to find a little plastic piece that I had so I can cover that thing. This is what I get, peoples. This is exactly what I get. All right, so I'm just gonna put it back in its case. The base is sticky, but and all I need is just a little magnet to tape up on my thing. So I'm gonna put it back in its case. And then yeah, uh, put that back in its case. Put that back. Next time, read the instructions. But I'm gonna order the thing off of Amazon. So I'll probably give this away to somebody who has an iPhone that that can use the little magnet thing. Or yeah. This is not all a loss. I mean, how. So go back in, do my phone, hold it, and I just ordered one offline that attaches to the rear mirror. All right, people, so let's get on out of here. Let's get to the casino. And I think I'm gonna just go ahead and give this away as Epijo's blessings giveaway for someone who has an iPhone. Or, you know, I can keep it. I can keep it and I can go ahead and, put a little magnet on the back of it and then it'll attach that way. Either way, I'm gonna find some use for it. I'm not gonna try to return it now because, hell, I could return it. I mean, I don't see no reason why I can't. Yeah, I'll think of something. I don't know what, but I'll think of something. Oh, okay. So they got the Costco gas station right here. So I should go over here to Carl's Jr. order me a meal real quick before I go up in there and try to play because I am slightly hungry. And since it is right here, I can get me a burger real quick. Costco gas is the cheapest gas around, so unfortunately, people, you got to go all the way around. Got to go all the way around to turn. Well, no, let me see. No, here I am right here. So I can't get on the other side over there, so I'm not going to worry about it. So we're just going to go straight to the casino. Yeah, as soon as you get out the freeway, you're right there at Costco. I mean, well, you're not right there at Costco, but you have to go down and drive all the way down the street. So I can't get to the other side, so I have to get on the freeway just to get on the other side because this is not going to take me that way. So, oh well, it's cool. So I'm gonna order one that hooks up onto the rearview mirror, and then I can put my phone up that way. Yeah, I'm gonna take this back, but I'm gonna take it back in. I'm gonna take it to Richmond, take it back, get my money back off of it. I should have read the fine print before I went and got it. It's not for Android, so I just need the one that you can clip the phone in. You can rotate it around. So I'll order for Amazon. It'll be here tomorrow. It's no biggie. So here we go, people. You know. So we're almost at the casino. Uh, we just got a couple of miles to go, and then we'll be there. We got to go to Twin Bridges. So I'm keeping my eyes up for highway patrol, the regular police. Twin Bridges, no, 12 bridges. 12 bridges. We only got 3 more miles to go. I would love to come back out here and stay at this casino for a couple of nights, Yeah, I definitely would love that. So if I turn it this way, okay, so it still shows, it's still level out. So it doesn't matter if I do it sideways or whatever. Still, orientation is okay. So it doesn't necessarily have to be vertical. I can have it sideways. No, I mean, the video still come out center. Okay, so I wonder why come these people are not flying up and stuff. So I'm the only lone wolf on the highway, and the people behind me is like way behind me and things. And I don't know why nobody's flying up. And I'm not trying to fly up to try to get behind these cars and things because, again, so we're almost at the casino. They got a lot of houses and stuff. I don't know where these people go. They get their houses built out here, and then they travel forever just to get to work because I don't see no I don't see no jobs around. I mean, to where people will go ahead and can afford to live out here unless it's very cheap out here. Maybe very cheap to live out here. But even still, I mean, where's the people working at the casino? There's the casino right there, and it's beautiful at night. I just came in the daytime. You guys should have seen it at night. If I would have been here last night, you guys would have been able to see it at night. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take it back to Costco, but not out here. I'm gonna take it to the one that's closest by me. All right, so we're almost there, peoples. We're at 12 bridges. Get ready to get off the freeway. Highway patrol was deep last night. They were very deep last night. It was about 5 or 6 of them. They had their lights on, and the only exit that you can come out of the casino. They were right there. So and they was looking at people waiting for somebody to come out and drive drunk or something. I don't know if they arbitrarily stop cars or anything, but you know. So we're just down the street, people. There it is, Thunder Valley. So I got to be very cautious and stuff because, see, like I say, I don't know. I know Highway Patrol patrols this area and stuff. So, like I said, that's the last thing I want to do is get a ticket. So we're gonna go up in here, peoples. We're going we're gonna see cautious of every car that passed by because even highway patrol, they've been unmarked cars and stuff. But we're gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna walk into the casino with my phone in my pocket so you guys can see the inside and things. And then after a minute, then I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and play. So this is what it looks like coming into the casino. Like I said, I'm being cautious. Make sure that every car that's coming in front of me is not highway patrol. But there is the casino right there. You guys going to get a chance to see it in a moment. You just have to come up this long road. Now, see, anybody who wants to go and try to do something in here, try to steal or whatever and stuff, they're stupid because they have to come down this long road in order to get out. And so, highway patrol, the city police, everybody, they can block all of this stuff off real quick. And then they can check every car that comes out. So it'd be stupid for anybody to go ahead and try to do something. That would be very, very stupid of them. But, like I said, you got stupid people who do stupid things. All right, so peoples, this is the casino. Let me put my phone down because, again, Highway Patrol, they will be over here. You guys will get a chance to see the casino in just a moment. I'm going to make sure I get in here. Yep, see, they have the cones and stuff set out and stuff. So then that way, you know, they'll go and check people. So Thunder Valley, the venue, Thunder Valley, I don't know what is in there. But oh, we got a lot of sad faces. Very, very sad faces and stuff, people. So people camping out in their cars and stuff, just kicking the breeze. Thanks. So I'm gonna see if I can get a parking spot close. Hopefully somebody had left. Ah, sad faces, people. All right, somebody's leaving. We're gonna park right there. Well, we're not gonna wait for them. We're gonna park right here. No, we're gonna wait. Okay, he's coming out, so we're gonna wait for him. But there's the venue. I don't know what's in there. I don't know what's in there, but I would love to find out. Let's see. So that's cool. So we got a parking space close and stuff, and we're going to go up in here, peoples. Nope, nope, nope. You don't get it, my friend. I get it. Somebody was trying to get my parking space. I'm like, nah, you can't get it, buddy. I was here first. They tried to swoop in there real quick, boy. It was like, yeah, we got a parking space. Shit, no, you don't. No, you don't. All right, peoples, we are here at Thunder Valley. You know, let's hope that I can be able to do something and stuff. You know, my goal is $1,000 or more. Once I reach that, then I'm out of here. As soon as I reach that, I'm out of here. You know, I'm not going to try to go for 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever. As soon as I reach 1, I'm out of here. So I'm gonna give myself a limit. Give myself at least a couple of hours. All right, so let me put my phone in my pocket so you guys can clearly see. I'm gonna walk around for a moment. Maybe a little shaky, but it's okay, peoples. Okay. So we all well and good. We racked and stacked and things, you know. We're coming with some hope and coming with a dream. And we're coming to see what we can do. See if we can beat the odds. See if we can do it again. And so you have to be cautious, you know, just have to play cautiously and not get so aggressive to where you know start spending all of your money and stuff. The sun may be on your eye right now, people, because you might not be able to see much of anything because the sun is blaring right in front of the blaring right in front of the. I don't know what the venue is. It's something. Because look at that. See that? So it may be some type of big theater or something. I don't know. Whatever. It may be to where they have a little mini concert or something like that. But you know. So there it is, people. We're at the Thunder. You guys get a chance to see. We're gonna be inside in a moment. Take out my other phone so make it look like I'm talking on the phone. All right, people. Here we go. So it's 5:50. So about 7:50, I want to be out of here. I want to give a good 2-hour play. And whatever I get within 2 hours, you know, I think that should be sufficient. All right, so that should be sufficient. Let's walk on in. So a lot of the card tables is closed. We're gonna walk in here for a moment. All right, people, it's the table that I just was at that I showed you. That's the table I was on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I'm gonna go ahead and play on that table, and I will be back to show you guys, what I'm gonna do. Looks like the people know how to play on the table, so we're gonna go over there and see what we can do. So I'll be back, peoples. So, peoples, I hope I had said something to encourage your hearts upon today. Tune in again next time to an Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live, Edward Joseph Kitchen, Edward Joseph Gospel Hour, Edward Joseph's Blessings Giveaway 2025 will come to you with something wonderful. I love you with the love of Christ, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Peoples, mask up and be safe. And again, peoples, I will be back. And I will be back with another Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live. You guys be blessed and get your rest. And I will see you guys soon. God bless you all. Thank you for watching.